At the stage. Very happy.
Michael.
Welcome to the
You're a
keynote.
good cup of coffee.
So we have Sean and Leah here today with us here at the Play Economy reality show. This is the reality show for founders here at the Keen. And the idea is that we always think about the workplace and the co-working space as an example. It's a place where we have to get things done. Well, we have to work. And then came the pandemic, and suddenly, wow, actually we can get things done much faster at home without all those interruptions. So why do we go to the workplace? Well, the workplace, in its essence, is a place for us to interact and socialize, bring play into the work in whatever way we can. Play, in its essence, is being agile and being in the flow and being able to adapt. It's great, just for that, because you'll be able to either predict and simulate scenarios and deal with them when they happen, or just have this character and the mindset that I'm agile, I'm good. My name is Michael, and in my early 20s, I moved to England, and I founded a theater company called Conflict Zone Arts Asylum. It was a group of artists who came from the same region where I grew up, Israel and Palestine. Came from different languages, different traumas, different truths about the same place where we all escaped from. One day I asked that we do something that was deeply uncomfortable. Play the enemy. Enter the life of someone we were told not to understand. We stopped defending who we were, and we opened up and listened to each other's feelings and to where our perspective on the world of blossomed. That was a mind-changing, life-changing experience for me and for everyone else. Transformational power of roleplay. Through becoming someone else, we could start rehearsing a future where we could all peacefully coexist. And I wanted more people to experience what I experienced in this small little theater stage. So I started doing technology. I created a location-based augmented reality startup in 2012 where you could listen to the experiences of other people who were there before you. Or a virtual reality startup that captured 360 environment, your perspective, and allowed you to simulate other identities. New experiences where you could role play as your grandmother in a conference call. Or the more I did those experiences, still I couldn't really bridge between my own vision and what the audience, the customer, really, every other startup circle, like here in the Keen, every founder space, everyone were complaining about the same thing. How do I get more customers? Like, what am I missing? What is my blind spot? And then I read that the founders of Airbnb started by hosting their own listing. And by doing this, they realized that the biggest problem is trust. It's not just space. So they started creating as a solution reviews, and through reviews, a trustworthy community. By actually becoming their customer, they found a missing piece for a successful business. And then it hit this transformational power from role play. Now in business, like, what if you can actually role play your customer? What if you can literally enter their shoes? You can create products that serve them and businesses that actually work. I call like this new understanding mindset, play economy mindset, where you literally role play and simulate to understand your customer better. Artificial intelligence can help us grow our emotional intelligence by becoming our acting partner. So AI can synthesize huge customer research data sets and create those fictional characters. And those fictional characters, they will role play with you, they will interact with you, and they will speak with up to 85-90% accuracy. Those are called synthetic users. It doesn't end there. AI can now help companies build their own sales training system, customer relationship training system. Because the customer is the hero in the play economy. So how do you train to be more empathetic to to listen to them, to see where they are? You train your team. So in essence, the play economy invites you to play by yourself or with AI. Because play is not an extra, it's not an addition. it's how we truly understand others before making decisions that actually really affect them. What clicks and what is interesting for you? Just like what was new or refreshing or just from the mindset exploration we talked about?
I would say for me, the piece around the digital twins, and then just the way in which you kind of put yourself into the customer's shoes.
Right.
So yeah, that's it.
Perfect.
So what you're...
Can you read and share with us? Please share.
Ever since I've been on the path of dedicated self-discovery, the most beautiful synchronicities have come into my life, into my path, showing me that I'm on the right path. Most of the time, I'm trusting the process, but do have pockets of doubt and challenge in my dating life, highs and lows. I'm not sure if it's LA or my age.
Great. Now, you do that almost every day. You journalize them over a period. You try to enter their mind. And you fill your research board like a method actor with all these imagery, with these sounds, with this empathy map. You take the customer journey, you have all this information. Then what you do is you copy everything you can into ChatGPT. You can say to the GPT, talk to me as my customer. This is the most basic way to do what I'm going to show you also with our. Remember that a big part of what I said is we want to get into the mind, entering the scenarios with the customer.
Yep.
And for this role play, I use several apps. One is called 11 Labs.
I can definitely demonstrate some annoyance about a new onboarding feature. Could you tell me a little more about the feature?
Yeah.
What's annoying?
The TNC are not clear enough. You couldn't log
in. Okay, that's the worst. So the terms and conditions are confusing and I can't even log in. Is there an error message or something? I swear it's always something with these new features.
Yeah, we're very sorry for that. We'll support this claim soon. So there's like different ways to basically create an agent that you can talk to. Another interesting application is called Hume, Hume. You can create your character. Having a voice agent that is emotional, intelligent, analyze your conversation or analyze kind of scoring based on the tonality and the words you use. And lastly, you could create synthetic users based on your existing audience. For example, this app called societies.io, artificial societies. What they do is they analyze your LinkedIn audience, and then when you want to do a LinkedIn post, if you try this variant, it simulates your post with a lookalike audience of virtual synthetic customers based on your actual audience. And then it tests your posts more. So Character AI is actually a role play platform with your future self or with God. It's there. So, for example, this is a customer I called Overwhelmed Olivia. Olivia, can you tell me what's the problem?
Sure. The problem is that the product used to be simple and easy to use. It had everything I needed on one screen, so I could easily get my work done. But now, with these new changes, I have to click through 5 different tabs to find what I need. It's like they're making me do extra work for no reason.
Does it make you upset?
Yes, it really does. It's just so frustrating and annoying. Like, I've got enough things to worry about, and now I have to deal with this complicated layout? It's just not necessary.
Right. What's interesting is that as it speaks, you can see that the AI analyzes the sentiment, both from my words, but also from its words. And it tells me the emotional. So human AI is good for emotion. And like based on how I'm talking about, can you guess if I'm happy or sad?
I'm an empathic voice, not a mind reader, but I can try to sense the nuances in your words. You sound a bit contemplative and maybe slightly anxious, but also curious and hopeful.